Do you ever look up at the sky and see the sun, moon, and stars? Did you know that there are patterns in the sun, moon, and stars? Let's take a look at some. Daytime is the period of time between sunrise, when the sun moves up in the sky, and sunset, when the sun moves down in the sky. Nighttime is the period of time between when the sun sets in the evening and rises in the morning. During the daytime, it is light outside. This is because during the day, the part of Earth where you live is facing the sun and is lit by the sun. During the nighttime, it is dark outside. This is because at night, the part of Earth where you live is facing away from the sun. It is not being lit by the sun. Let's look at another pattern. During the daytime, the temperature is usually warmer than during the nighttime. This is because during the day, Earth is warmed by the sun. At night, Earth is not warmed by the sun. Here is another pattern. During the daytime, we can see the sun in the sky. We cannot see any other stars in the sky during the day because the sun's light is so bright. At night, when it is not cloudy, we can see that the sky is filled with stars. We cannot see the sun at night. Without the strong light from the sun, we can see the light from the other stars. People have been finding patterns in the sky for a long time. When stars form patterns, they are called constellations. People have been finding patterns in the stars that look like animals and people for thousands of years. There are also patterns of the moon that we can find. Have you ever noticed that the moon does not always look the same? The moon does not make its own light. When we see the moon, what we see is sunlight reflecting off of the moon. The different shapes of the moon that we see are called phases. The phases of the moon are caused by the movement and position of Earth, the moon, and the sun. As the moon travels around Earth, we can see the moon's different phases. The moon goes through phases each month. Then the phases repeat. The phases form a pattern. There are many patterns we can find in the sun, moon, and stars. The next time you are outside, look up at the sky and see what kinds of things you notice about the sun, moon, and stars.
It was really interesting, right, grade 1? You know now that the Earth moves around the sun, and the moon moves around the Earth. So the sun does not move around Earth or moon. The sun is so huge, so it takes Earth about 365 days to move all the way around the sun. That's one whole year. So interesting. Let's take a look at the sun. Sunrise is the time of day when the sun appears to rise above the horizon. You see the sunrise in the morning. It's so beautiful. Sunset is the time of day when the sun appears to sink below the horizon. You see the sunset in the evening. It's so beautiful also. Did you know that the Earth spins all the time, grade 1? It moves around itself all the time. And because of that, we have day and night. Earth makes one complete turn every day. And the horizon is the line where Earth and sky seem to meet. Of course, they don't meet, but they seem to meet. It is called the horizon line. This line is called horizon. The Earth spins like this. It spins around itself all the time. Observe that there are two parts of the Earth. One of them is light and one of them is dark. The part that is facing the sun is light and the other part is dark. The part that is facing away the sun is dark. The moon may look shiny, but actually it does not make its own light. It's not a star. But sunlight reflects off the moon. This makes the moon appear to change shapes in the sky. Moon phases are the different moon shapes we see each month. These are the moon phases. Sometimes it's full, and sometimes it's crescent, and sometimes you cannot see the moon at all in the sky. The phases of the moon change as it moves around Earth each month. Sometimes it's full, sometimes it's crescent. So from this lesson, we conclude that the Earth spins all the time, or it moves around itself. At the same time, it moves around the sun. At the same time, the moon moves around the Earth. This way. And as you see, the sun does not move around Earth. That's enough for today, grade 1. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.